I'm Alan.
I'm Alyssa.
This is New York Magazine's Eat Cheap.
It's a great time to be broke and hungry in New York City. For $22, this is a really impressive plate of food.
The quality of the food is so great. So even though it's a cheap eat, a $20 pizza, you're not skimping on the ingredient well. It's something that you really can't get anywhere else.
It's not even like to eat cheap, you have to go to a dive anymore.
$12, yeah.
Not that you are dirt cheap, but for what you're getting, it is a bargain.
Those are kind of the best.
Careful with that, right? It's not 1,000 degrees, but 600 will hurt you a little bit.
One of the really exciting things that we're seeing this year is what we're calling Asian hipster cuisine. Super affordable, no frills kinds of restaurants.
Yeah, it's exotic food, but it's not inaccessible.
And the other thing is that the chefs aren't necessarily Asian and they aren't necessarily hipsters, but the vibe is kind of the same at all of these places where there's loud music, people just kind of hanging out, small plates kind of just as it comes out of the kitchen, and everyone's just having a good time drinking. It's almost like that izakaya culture where it's about just sort of hanging out and kind of food to have while you're drinking and just sort of talking. So one of the places that is really kind of at the top of the Asian hipster list is Pak Pak in Brooklyn. And it's owned by Chef Andy Ricker, who is one of the whitest, blondest guys you could meet. But what they're really good at is kind of introducing all of these super traditional Thai dishes. And one of the best things is this duck kind of lop salad. It's chopped duck with all these sort of aromatic herbs. There's lemongrass, there's duck cracklings on top for crunch. It's all these different sorts of textures and flavors. And it's from this region in Northeast Thailand. You know, when you think of Thai food, you kind of think of pad Thai, you think of these sweeter things. But in East Thailand, this stuff, it's a lot more aromatic. There are all these herbs. They kind of rely on fish sauce to add this nice, interesting funk to each dish. And it's something that you really can't get anywhere else that Ricker has brought over to kind of introduce to a new audience. And it costs like $9.
Another guy who's really killing it is Dale Taldi, whose restaurant in Park Slope is called Taldi.
Hey, Alyssa.
Hey.
How are you? Good seeing you. We're a serious kitchen when it's about the food, but I oftentimes walk into the kitchen and my crew's playing Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe, and I turn around and I go, what is wrong with you guys?
Right.
You know, and everybody's doing like a song and dance. So we have fun, and we know how to have fun, but when it comes to food, we're very serious about it. That's the Taldi Saigon Crepe. When building the restaurant, we did want to make it as user-friendly as possible. You know, this is a $12 entree.
Yeah.
Easily, if you had this and a beer and say one of our, you know, $5 salads, that's really a meal in itself. And you're walking out of here, $24, $25. You know,
And you can tweet all your friends that you saw Dale from Top Chef.
Absolutely, thank you.
He cooked for you.
Say that I can really cook. Fish has been in the oven for a few minutes. Now we're pulling it out. Next step is to take this black bean brown butter.
How many minutes was that?
It was about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, so you're not that strict, like you didn't time it.
No, so it's Chinese fermented black beans, a little bit of dried tangerine peel, soy sauce, oyster sauce, garlic shallots, a little bit of lime juice, and then we just sit here and we baste the fish with it. Fluke is very lean. It's a lean fish.
It's basically like a lovely piece of protein.
Absolutely. The fish is taking on all these flavors now that we've introduced to the pan.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. This would, if I were a chef, this is something I would make myself after a long shift. I think there's a refinement to this dish, where some of your other dishes perhaps are a little bit more playful.
Sure.
This is elegant.
Thank you. We are definitely a casual restaurant. We've always wanted to be a casual restaurant, but you can have really great food in a casual atmosphere, and that's what we're trying to do here.
You get the joy of eating Chinese-related food or Asian food here, and probably you could go out after, you could have drinks, you could get naked, you
Sure.
could whatever.
I mean, everyone loves their guilty Chinese food, their guilty Chinese takeout after, I'm sure, a long Saturday night. I mean, I love that on a Sunday morning after I've been out till way too long. And I love my greasy Chinese food, but not all Chinese food's that way. And we finish this off with a few edamame beans, some orange zest,
That's better.
and just a pinch of cilantro. Ready to eat?
Okay, let's do it. Oh my God. It's so flavorful. Oh, it's so good. It's so satisfying.
It's kind of one of our underrated dishes here.
Not anymore. For $22, this is a really impressive plate of food.
Thank you. You know, it's an 8-ounce piece of fish. We tried to make this definitely a value.
You know what I like about this? It's not just like a piece of grilled fish that kind of anybody could do. Like, you know that somebody who knows his shit in the kitchen worked on this because of the textures and the colors and the smell and all the things that pros sort of look for.
Thank you.
It's all here. Thank you so much for cooking me lunch.
Thank you for letting me.
Dinner, because I'm coming back tonight.
No doubt. No doubt.
Subscribe to Hungry and feed your food obsession.